Oblivious Custard. Yes. It was made by the same people who made Twisted Metal 1 and 2 and Twisted Metal Black. So kinda. Take Twisted Metal and mix in a treasure hunt, and you basically have this. This is critical depth. Captain's log, the plot thickens. In me battles I run up against a particular evil sub, what always does me no good. Seems that this scurvy-loving vessel belongs to no one less than the Controlled Information Agency. I can't help but figure they must be mixed up in this whole thing. I read them supermarket papers, and I know that they can't print anything if it not be true. That's how I knows that them CIA men is always making deals with them alien folks. Can't let them get no pods if they're in cahoots with them space freaks, that be sure. Well, says I sure as cannon fire gonna let loose on the dog should they show their ugly mugs in my waters again. Interestingly enough, I don't think the CIA has shown up any time in this run. I could be wrong. Looks as though I'm a-heading for the North Pole. Them waters there be a bit more chilly than I like, but I can't stop now. Aye, a little gunpowder and blood will warm them right up. Justin, you want to tell him he's wrong? The Arctic, latitude 8 degrees 50 minutes east, longitude 85 degrees north. And still no CIA. But Dr. Apocalypse is here, very appropriate. Yeah, well, if the CIA catches hold of them, then I'm sure they'll handle it. Inquiring minds want to be probed. Alright, got a pod. We're off to a good start. This is kind of a confusing area because it's not always easy to see exactly where you're going. This also isn't the main area, although it covers a lot of terrain. That is actually reserved for a whole separate section. Fuck off, you French assholes. You are not going to spin me right round, baby, right round. Stop trying. Man, I just shook him way to hell up. Order Corporation, the Professor. It's also very easy to go into critical depth here and get stuck under something because you have the ice shelves here that it's tough to tell if you're immediately like over top of them or underneath them. It can get tricky. Where the hell did the professor go? There he is. Where's the pod? Who has the pod? The professor has it again. How'd that happen? Yeah, starting to see when I put the invincibility code and all the permanent multi-weapons and such on. And, oh, lucked into it. That is the entrance to what is the meat of the place. Now, check out this awesome view. Is that an awesome effect or what? Yes, this is Dr. Apocalypse's secret laboratory. Transmission received. Abaddon online. Premises. Indiscriminate breeding has disrupted humanity's proper evolutionary course. Eugenics programs result in genetically superior populations. Only perfect specimens are sufficient. Analyses. Current population of humans must be cleansed. Energy pods are sufficient to instigate cleansing. Evidence indicates that no genetically perfect human specimens exist. Conclusions. I must impede the pod collectors. I must retrieve the energy pods. I must instigate the universal cleansing process. I must destroy all humans. Initiating battle mode. important thing, because this and the device we're about to see were made by Dr. Adam Apocalypse in order to destroy the entire world, and it apparently became Skynet apparently became self-aware and decided nobody's perfect, including the Doctor. You can I know you can crack open the gates here and get some power-ups up top. Like you can see one there, I think it's pilot missile, but I'm not really going to worry about that. First thing I'm going to do is deal with Abaddon, who is named after one of the demons of the Apocalypse, or not the Apocalypse, demons of the Circles of Hell. I believe he is the demon of the Abyss. And you know what? Fuck it. Have your own stuff back. I don't care. Don't care anymore. And the Razor Wing is a pretty stealthy machine. It's got a great amount of agility, a great amount of speed. Has some decent supers, but it's not gonna stand up to much. And if you can get behind it like that, it becomes very easy to take out. And now at this point, we have a game of patience. One of these corridors, by the way, has some health underneath it, but I'm not going to worry about it. So what we need to do is just center there and continue firing. Okay. Thank you, XH. Appreciate that. So I was sort of right. I was trying to remember it, you know. Some of it came through. So basically, this is the safest way to deal with the Strato Cracker. You can get a bit closer, but then you have to deal with fireballs coming from it. And if you get way too close, then you have to deal with, if you get way too close, then you have to deal with lightning strikes similar to what Mr. Fat threw at you. I'm going to see if I can sneak a pilot missile in here. Yeah! Got it in one. I love it. If you're not just regularly spamming weapons, I mean, the supers are going to vary depending on who's going after it. Could be. I think what he had was a stuffed parrot. And there goes the world-destroying hopes. Two for the road. Yeah. He had one from the show, actually. That was on his starter portrait. Captain's log. Aye, now, there be a few more landlubbers on ice, says I. Even an overgrown mechanical critter of the deep fell before me guns. None can stand before me. I am the fearsome pirate Captain Cutlass, and I rule the waters. Next I shall raid the seas of Australia and the Great Barrier Reef. Seems hardly fair that I will be facing more of them scurvy dogs there. 'Tis true that they stands no chance against me. They be learning a lesson they shan't soon forget. Alien critters beware, I be comin' and I got your pods. My dreams be gone now, disappeared without a trace after I see me that spaceship. I can sleep with only the pure visions of me glory days at the network filling me head. Best of all, I can drink me Bubblebeard ale with a clear conscience. Good man, that Bubblebeard. I hope to meet him one day. All the pods thus far belong to meself. If them alien freaks want them back, then battle they'll have to wage against me. Come and get 'em, that I dare of ye. Diva and XH, Both of those are entirely possible. I would not put it past him either way. The Coral Sea, latitude 150 degrees east, 20 degrees south. Well, they got a little uncareful about asking for human unity. The Coral Sea, not a fan of this place either. It consists of a bunch of shallow tide pools, and you have to go from one to the other by jumping the surface into the next. I try not to go chasing pods here. My general feeling is I will get near where the threshold is, and it's in the next pool. Wow, that actually was a clean leap. I'm amazed. It's not in the next pool. Shit. Hey, semantics. What are you talking about, semantics? There's no concrete around here. Okay, I got a pod. I feel much more secure. But yeah, I try to do as little leaping between the islands as possible, or between the pods and the... God damn it. Between the pools as possible. Because it's, it takes a pretty precise jump to get over the edges, and the less time you spend bouncing along the ground above the water, the more time you have to actually deal with everybody. So it's better just to kind of minimize what you have to do here. I mean, well, everybody will just be beating the ever-loving shit out of me. Well, guess what? Likewise, I've had it with you. Bye, French. Let me have an order of French dies. And there I go and doing it again. Forgetting where in the hell the lip of the stuff is. Don't totally turn around. Don't turn around, you're gonna find the lip of the damned islands. Okay. It's where the huts are, I should remember that. Or maybe it isn't. Hey, you know what? That's what I think about the huts. I don't like any of the huts. The Quonset huts, the mud huts, the Jabba the huts. Don't like them all. Don't like any of them. Good, gimme. Damn it, if you all would have backed the hell off, I could have got some... Sacre Cordon Bleu. We are approaching level 9 out of 10. Captain's log. The sharks near Australia will feast tonight. All the fancy technologies of me enemies did nothing to save their lice-ridden skins. I be heading now to what some scientific types think is the lost city of Atlantis. I don't see why the eggheads spend all their time talking about the place. If it is such a great place, why be it sunk beneath the sea? What sort of morons would build their buildings 20 fathoms beneath the ocean's surface? Atlantis, stay lost, says I. My heart tells me that I am drawing close to them alien freaks what gone and messed with me head. It be about time. My keg is about dry. I don't knows why the ale never did sell too well. I'm not sure how I would hold out without this stuff. Might start talking crazy like. Methinks the alien kind be hiding from me. Come on, out and fight, ya cowards! Yeah, he's asking for it. Mediterranean, latitude 10 degrees east, longitude 35 degrees north. He sacre blue goat, I have proof. Tie-dyed goats. Would that be the sacred tie-dye? I kind of want to know who's dropping all the pawns in at the start. Damn it. Totally overshot it. Okay, you know what? I got one, and there's another over there that people seem to be ignoring, so screw it. We're going to go for that. You get the fuck away from my pod. Mine. I have a bad time with getting too near critical depth in this area. It's very easy to do because the water is very dark all over the place. Well, let's fuck up the Acropolis, why not? Oh, shrine to health. This is another of the stages with really good music. And it's nice to have those structures there that make the ponds come to a landing a lot quicker. Whoa. Where did it go? Oh, you stupid. I have had it with you. You French are making melee miserable. Okay, threshold over there, giant ass eel. It can take a good bit of pounding, so I'm just going to do this. Amazingly enough, one stun blast is enough. You know, 5 cannonballs didn't do shit but 1 stun blast. No, you can pick up the pods at any time. It just makes it easier if they land very quickly after they get knocked out of another sub. Because then you don't have, you know, a sudden diving chase for them. Especially considering the other sub is probably overshot where the pod dropped. Captain's log. I now be airless. Makes me feel all mean and prickly inside. My hands be shaken upon the torpedo trigger. Can't hardly see for all this bloodlust. I need me a target to sink me missiles into. I drop the sails and man the cannons. Hell, sail the cannons and drop them in. I be not caring anymore. The network says the professors of some lice-eaten university figures that the thresholds make up some kind of pattern. There's supposed to be something really worthwhile at the middle of the blasted thing. Well, says I, if that be where the action is, that be where Captain Cutlass is going. If I finds me an alien, I will give him a taste of his own medicine. Stick me with a probe, will ye? Aye, ye dirty space lubber, here's a probe for ye. Transmitter, latitude 15 degrees east, longitude 28 degrees north. I almost started doing the pirate voice when I was reading that. That's hard to turn on and off. Goose and the billy goat. It gets lonely down here, you wouldn't understand. Don't be judging until you've done it yourself. Oh no, I did not come all this way to have somebody beat me to the threshold. No, not happening. Okay, so we're inside a giant dome, as you can see. Oh, that was the VLO's weapon, by the way. Interesting thing about the threshold there. Yeah, this is the only one that's actually flat and has a bottom to it. I have actually done... I have actually done an experiment before where I've stayed at the bottom of this and just had everybody kind of drop the pods at me. Yeah. But they just kind of dropped the pods down at me, and as soon as it activated, I was already on the road. Oh, I never did show the radio off. So there is the radio. It'll hover there for a long damn time. And if you're close enough, that'll hurt. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I didn't show off? Pretty sure I used all the other weapons. What the hell's happened with the Soviets there? They're just kind of wigging out for no good reason. Hey, Soviets, settle the score. To secure pieces to get a horny code. I don't know. Oh, secret room right here. With lots of shiny lights. And this one has several weapons and some health in it if you need it. There is another one around here somewhere. That it just has health in it. If I can remember where. Might be it. Yeah, this area does have a critical depth area to it. You have to go like all the way down the trench, though. Oh, that was a smooth. That was a smooth turn. Oh yes. Soviet space program. We shoot bread into space. Line stretches up to Mir. Great triumph. For glory, greatest country. Aristoska. And we have one last boss now. Cephalopod message intercepted. Ship's computer translation attempt follows. The klaxon is sounded. Alarm, alarm. Activated. The final threshold has been. The masters contacted will be. Prior to the summoning transmission, final test of metal must now occur. Assure the primacy of the callers. Guardians and sentinels defend. Automated warriors release. The klaxon is sounded. Alarm, alarm. Destroy the invaders. I still say it's up for debate who the invaders are. So yeah, these cephalopods. These things don't have a lot of strength among them individually, but they act like frickin' piranha. Like they will surround you and constantly throw their energy blasts and stun blasts at you. You can stun them in kind, as you see. Oh, take the hit for your brother there. Noble of you. Oh, by the way, I didn't show off some of the other things you can do. Surface mine there, and the stationary mine. But hey, you know, there we go. The stun blast is really the only one I use with regularity anyway, so... Yeah, this battle is a lot tougher than you might think immediately, because they're just, yeah, there's just so much going on in so many directions. And yeah, Misfit Kitten, I do sincerely hope that. So yeah, when the ending starts and you start hearing voices, first off, don't mind that you're hearing voices, it's normal. But also, please let me know as soon as possible if I need to turn the volume up. Okay, and here comes the ending.
People of Earth, you have summoned us from across space and time, and we have heard your call. By activating our threshold devices, you have demonstrated that you possess a reasonable degree of intelligence, and thus have proven yourselves worthy of our presence. We have perceived your intentions and desires from across the void, and we shall reward you accordingly. Prepare for our arrival. Colors, Captain, and we find you to be one of our own kind. Someone with such a thirst for blood is a rare find indeed. We extend to you an invitation to join our ranks in the plundering of the cosmos. We reward you with your own ship and crew. Join our fleet and share in the great bounty that the galaxy has to offer.
It is indeed a greatest of all time pirate ship. Yes, Captain Cutlass is also one of the other people who did get a good ending. Which is another thing I like about him. I think that I would call that pretty kick-ass, you know, joining an intergalactic war fleet. You know, went from failed kid show host to, you know, starfarer. Space Captain Cutlass. Captain Cunnilingus. This episode's Yo Ho Ho and a Bottle of Dumb was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, D.I.O.D., Gizmo Gremlin, Jumpy Cat, Shin Majin, the post-production work of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my bubbly lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.